The beautiful young girl had no idea that her father had married her off to a landlord as old as himself in exchange for 11 acres of land and a horse. The girl's name was Mansu. Watching her best friend marry her beloved, Mansu also dreamed of the day she would walk down the aisle with her childhood sweetheart, Harry. However, because Harry was Ukrainian, Mansu's father had always obstructed their relationship. Yet, her friend's husband was also Ukrainian, and they had broken through all constraints to be together for love. This courage inspired Mansu. Outside her father's watchful eye, she and Harry secretly met. But as soon as Mansu returned home, she was told by her father that the landlord would come to take her away the following week. Looking at the landlord, who was 20 years her senior, Mansu fell into despair. Mansu told her mother that she would rather die than marry a landlord as old as her father. But her mother, showing no mercy, pushed Mansu out of the house for the sake of the 11 acres of land. Her friend told her to seek help if she faced any difficulties after the marriage. And so, Mansu left the home where she had lived for 18 years. Besides her friend, no one felt sad for her. Mansu's youth came to an end. After marrying the landlord, Mansu's face lost its smile. She did heavy housework every day and took care of the landlord's 2 children from his previous marriage. Despite this, her mother-in-law still despised her, always criticizing her for not being quick-witted enough. In this family, she was nothing more than a labor tool and received no respect. Fortunately, the 2 children were well behaved, and Mansu tried hard to adapt to this unfamiliar environment. But every night, Mansu was extremely panicked. She was very afraid of her husband's approach. To escape him, she even hoped to get pregnant as soon as possible. The landlord had a lot of land. After finishing the housework, Mansu also had to work on the farm with her husband. Mansu's youth and beauty caught the attention of a worker, but Mansu still loved Harry deeply. One day, Mansu couldn't help but knock on Harry's door. Harry's mother told Mansu with great aversion that after learning of Mansu's marriage, Harry couldn't bear the blow and volunteered to go to the front line, from which he had not been heard from since. Upon hearing this, Mansu became very worried about Harry's situation. No sooner had Mansu returned home than the landlord questioned her about where she had been. Mansu lied, saying she had visited her parents, but the landlord's acquaintance had seen her at Harry's house. Mansu tried to cover up her panic and made excuses to the landlord, but the suspicious landlord didn't believe her. From then on, he kept a close eye on Mansu. Even when the village head came to inform them that their children were of school age, the landlord would be extremely dissatisfied when the village head greeted Mansu. After the village head left, the landlord scolded Mansu without reason for talking to men casually. The next day, after the landlord took the 2 children to school, Mansu prepared to take care of the chicken coop. Unexpectedly, Harry was hiding there. Unable to bear his longing for Mansu, Harry had taken a vacation from the front line to see her. The lovers embraced tightly upon their reunion, but at that moment, the landlord returned home.